Welcome to the Dugs! This is a placeholder video, so we won't be continuing the playoffs today. The championship will commence this upcoming Monday and will wrap up next week. As we were previously talking about, I don't like spoilers. In fact, Hamish started the season as only our background expert on all things British, and it was Beef Wellington and I handling the commentary. That is, until my boy Beef ruined something in an episode of The Wire I was not yet aware of. I don't care if it's an older show, you give a man a warning. So we promoted the Scotsman, and now we have a guy that thinks Dante's last name is Bichetti.
What can Dante Bichetti do?
To not ruin the day of anyone possibly going through this tournament at a later date, we needed to have a video in the Season 1 playlist that could potentially be covering Games 6 and 7 of the Big Bones Week Prescription series. If a viewer noticed that it didn't exist, it'd be easy to figure out who won the series, and so here we are. How are you? Now, I do have something more interesting than what we did in the back end of the last video if you want to stick around, but before I do that, I'd like to take the opportunity to say a couple things about the channel thus far. A lot of these games had been recorded prior to launch, so this is my first opportunity to actually speak somewhat live. To prove that I'm live-ish, I can say it's January 10th, 2022, and things are still shit. We've got a small subscriber base, but we're tickled to the point of slightly damp undergarments by each and every one that we've got. We've especially loved the comments. You know, one of the things that excited me the most about the feedback that I got early on was that this kind of concept had the ability to build a community around. Yes, we want that. So along those lines, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already, and of course continue to hit that thumbs up button. In addition to making you among the first to know when we release new videos, it also maximizes the chance that people will find out about this beautiful new channel and grow the community. And keep those comments coming. We want to know who you are and what you think of this whole mess. Alright, that's enough chat. To beef up the rest of this video's run length and sneakily trick those behind in the videos into thinking that there may be games 6 and 7, we're going to simulate a standalone matchup. As much as ownership is attempting to assassinate my fandom, I suppose I'm still a Cubs fan. And since I'm at the knobs and switches, I've devised a scenario they can't possibly lose. The 2016 Cubs World Series victory was a significant one in that it was the club's first since 1908. To give you perspective on when 1908 was, we can honestly say that the 2016 World Series win was the greatest thing since sliced bread was not invented until 20 years after the Cubs' previous victory. Have you ever wondered which team was the more convincing champion? We'll answer that today as we simulate a single game between the 1908 and the 2016 iterations of the Cubs. Now, we're not adding commentary like we do for our playoff games simply because I lack the time to do it, but I hope you get something out of it, even in the absence of my silky diction. So we'll see you all again on Monday for the kickoff of the championship series, and without further ado, it's time for some Cubs on Cubs action.